This is the BuildBiz platform, AI Lunch and Learn, and I am Danny Ross, your host. I will be doing this series 3 times a week. So for everybody who is new to the platform, I always like to start here, literally, the little start here button. This first video is the next AI webinar replay, or the last AI webinar replay. As a matter of fact, I'm doing one later this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll try to throw the link into the chat, but if you already are part of the platform, you really don't have to join that. And then there's these AI webinar excerpts where I touch on certain topics that you can play back. I'm not offended if you play it back at 1.5 or 1.25% so that you can go through it quickly. I recommend it actually from an efficiency point of view, especially if you've already seen that particular webinar and you're just using it as a refresher, please go through it a little quicker. This section here also has all of the videos. I'm trying to get more and more in here, but they cover the different apps that are on the platform. So feel free to jump in there. You are joining us via the AI Lunch and Learn. And remember, you can register and add to your calendar the Wednesday and Thursday sessions as well, if you wish to. Here you can see the replays of all of these different sessions. Thanks everybody for jumping back on again. And this one covered the create method, for example. And then we jumped into specific apps and tried to cover a few of those apps on each call. So the first half is usually kind of speaking about a particular topic and trying to get an understanding of a particular AI training, foundational type of thing. And then the rest of it, we go through the exercise to make it a practical session of using the different apps. So those are always available to go back through the replay. And as usual, I always like to say that there's the AI sales coach, which is like ChatGPT in that you can have a conversation with it on just about any topic, go back and forth. And I use that tool for a lot of the AI lessons. So again, you can keep your ChatGPT membership if you want to, maybe change it to a free version, but you can certainly use this to do a lot of the work that you've normally done in ChatGPT. There's also the different sections of applications that are here, the business formation. We're actually going to go in and play with this new custom AI tool that I created last week, I should say, that kind of allows us to do the same process that we did in one of the lessons, the interview lesson that is in the replay videos. But I built an app to kind of tell you the top 13 things you need to know to get your business going. We have the funnels and website builders, and we're definitely going to have a series on the AEO website creator. We're going to build both sales funnels, which are sort of a one-page website that's focused on one product or one service that you're offering. The concept is someone comes in at the top of the web page, on the top of the funnel, and by the time they get all the way down, they're convinced by all of your really exciting offers, and they click your call to action, which is, I want to buy, I want to sign up to register for your webinar, or I want to contact you for a call. Those are probably the top 3 things people reach out to you for. But not only can you build a single page, you can also build an entire website, add a menu system, and have multiple pages. So it's a fantastic tool, and we'll have a whole series. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have a Saturday 4-hour bootcamp on how to build websites with this tool. So stay tuned for that link. I'll add that to the series of live training that we're offering, and that's coming up soon. And then the sales and marketing is where you can build out your content for both your own use, and if you're going to be offering your services as an AI agency, you can use the AI marketing proposal tool for other customers and all of these tools. So you can use them either internally, and that goes for the entire platform. You can either use these AI apps for your own use, or you can use them for customers of yours. And so when we get to the make money section, I'll explain a little bit more So we did the funnels and websites. Yes, there are 4 different versions of website builders in the platform. Talk about redundancy. So some of it might be subjective as to which one you prefer to use. I like the newest one, which is the AEO website creator. And the reason why is the content that it creates is especially built for all of the AI search engines that are out there. So AEO in this case, I use it as a term for AI engine optimization, replacing SEO, which was search engine optimization like Google and so on. And the simple fact is, I don't use Google anymore. If I want to know something or find something, I use an AI large language model like ChatGPT or the built-in AI sales coach to find what I need to find. And so I just don't use Google that much anymore. So those are the 4 website builders. There's sales and marketing. I think I touched on the marketing proposal tool. You can create marketing hooks, bonus ideas, all the things you need to convince someone to use your service or your products. And there's a product page builder. So like if, for instance, you have an e-commerce site, you can take a picture of an item and it'll help you build out that product sales page. So that's a really cool tool in sales and marketing. Make money. I've cleverly hidden this where there's multiple ways to make money. These are the 2 simplest. I'm going to add a third this week, but the first 2 is anytime you sign into your platform, you will automatically get a personal affiliate link. And what this does for you, if you share this link and someone signs into the platform, you automatically get half of anything that they sign up for. So in other words, they sign in to get the platform. If they buy an email, business email, they sign up for the white label, which is their ability to make their own custom AI tools. You get 50% of that. So that's the affiliate link. So you can start using that tomorrow. It doesn't require any technical expertise or any customization work. It's just that simple, easy to do. And then the second option is called white label. White label is a little different. And this is if you want to make money offering this platform as your own, branded as your own, create your own custom AI apps, you would use the white label link. And that does cost a little bit more. So right now you're in the platform, you have your monthly membership. But if you do want to sell and make money, then you would unlock this. And it's $27 a month to do that, but you get a host of exciting things to go with it. Not only the ability to resell the entire platform, customize it with your own colors. You can literally customize each and every app icon to make it your own colors. You can add your own branding, your own logo, everything, make it completely yours, 100% white labeled as they call it. And then more importantly, once you've done that, you get access to all of the custom AI apps where you can go in and create your own, not only your own chatbot, which you can put on external websites, but you also have the ability to create your own AI personalities. So up above, you saw the Ask AI Sales Coach. That is a AI personality that lives in the platform that allows you to essentially customize it with the knowledge base. And when I say the knowledge base, I'm talking about your knowledge, your personality, your philosophies, your website links, your videos, all of the things that are about you. You build into your AI personality. You can call it Ask Danny. You can ask Annette, ask Joel, ask Ramona, so that it will literally ask you, just like if you were ChatGPT, not only just general questions, but personalized questions, which means that the knowledge in the AI is trained on you. So that's a really important part of the AI personality. That's what makes this unique. You can create GPTs on ChatGPT, but number one, you can't sell them. And number two, they're not portable where you can put them wherever you want. So in this case, we're putting them in the platform, or you can put them externally as a chatbot. So those are all the things that you can do once you sign up for a white label. So these are all apps that are under that section, the custom AI section. And then from there, you can create, as I just said, customized AI tools. So for example, this is a branding app from one of my users, and you can unlock it for $1.99 a month, or in the case here of the tax advisor system, We have apps in here. Some of them are as little as, $2.99, $6. So again, when you get your own white label, you can create your own customized AI apps that people can have access to. The third way to make money is external links. So for example, you can have an external link that pops you out to a website. So in this case, it's popping you out to this tax accounting website. And so you're out there and you can go in and sign up and do things with there. So that can be also a paid link. And I have a couple of those as an example here. So these are two, I just started with these two as examples. Gamma is a tool I use. It's an AI tool that'll help you build presentations, that'll help you build websites. And so they're paid affiliate on the platform now, where I use it so I can recommend it. And my philosophy is, if there's technology out there that really helps make your life better, that's what I'm all about. That's my personal philosophy. I use those tools to help small and medium businesses succeed and compete with the big boys. So if you like PowerPoint, great. I like PowerPoint. I use it every week myself, but I also like Gamma, the way that you can give it a paragraph. As a matter of fact, one of the lessons I'm going to do is I'm going to have AI sales coach help me create a presentation. And then I'm going to take that presentation, feed it into Gamma, and then have it go forward and make that presentation automatically for me, including creating all of the images and the placement of the text on the slide. So that's what Gamma does. Descript, I use it multiple times a week. Descript is an AI video and podcast editing platform. And what it allows me to do is take a video, upload it. So I'll take that raw video. This lunch and learn video is a perfect example. I'm going to make this a lesson as well. And we take this lesson and you feed it up into Descript, and you can edit that video in the time it takes to watch it at 1.5 speed. You can go through, tell it, hey, go take out all of the ums and ahs. Descript will find all of those, remove them automatically, and then you can go in and edit the video how you want it. It's great for not only videos, but podcasts and things like that. So those are some of the tools, and we'll be adding a lot more of these. I have a joint venture with Joel, who's on here from the Kemet Group. And he has an entire project, AI for Humanity AI incubator series. And Ramona Rogers is on. She's also part of that joint venture of the AI workstation. And we'll be building these custom AI tools that will be added to the BuildBiz family and also marketed under AI workstation. We've got some exciting things for you guys as we go through this. And you'll have access, as BuildBiz members, you'll have access to all of these great tools through all of these different links and so on. So just wanted to kind of give you an idea for the overview of the platform for those of you who are new. So let's go ahead and let's start with the Big Dream Generator. So what this does, it asks you some simple questions. And from here, you can take your idea, your dream, your vision, and put it on paper. Last week, I worked with Annette on her t-shirt business, and we did the interview process. So again, go check out that video. And we used the sales coach to kind of walk us through it. And it was less of a structured kind of process. So there are different types of custom AI tools. That one, the AI sales coach, this one here, is a conversational one where you just go back and forth. The Big Dream Generator, also a custom AI tool trained up on the same database, focuses on the input-output method, where you feed it specific topics and it essentially gives you back what we call a business brief, which is a high-level document that summarizes your business. You can take that business brief, then go do some marketing exercises, which we'll do throughout the week. And then you can take those marketing exercises and build out things like social media, marketing campaigns, or you can have it help you write your business plan, help you write contracts. You can use just about it for just about anything. So the business brief is kind of the first important document. Ramona, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about who you are and your expertise in this very area where I'm going into?
Actually, I am Ramona Rogers. I am a serial entrepreneur. I am a speaker, a transformational coach, as well as an author. And what I specialize in is creating events, virtual events primarily, especially since the world was shifted with the pandemic and the world had to shift by, not by choice, to virtual events. So, what I started doing was creating a network of elite entrepreneurs, bringing them together, creating a platform for each of them to showcase their talents, their knowledge, their skill, and experience, and giving them the opportunity to get to know each other as well as cross pollinate audiences. And I launched this in early 2023, and it has grown exponentially. And now the next level is to take them into live events as well, which is exactly what I just started at the end of 2024. So that
Wonderful.
is essentially what I do.
Or let's say we were going to create a business brief for one of your businesses, and you can pick whichever one you want to use as an example. I wanted to interview you through these 13 questions so that everyone can see the process. So when they log into this app, they understand the flow of how it goes. The first thing you have to state is your industry. What industry are you in?
The industry that I would say I am in is the business consulting slash speaking business.
Perfect. Thank you. And you just mentioned your target audience, but if you want to repeat that, who is this? Who are you trying to help?
Okay. My target audience would be entrepreneurs of all genres who are looking to expand their network and connect with other like minded individuals and cross pollinate audiences.
Perfect. So what's interesting about what you just did is you actually answered the third question. But if you want to restate it for the core problem, that's fine as well.
I actually create platforms for entrepreneurs to be able to cross pollinate audiences and network with other like minded individuals in the general area of business.
And let's add what is the pain points, right? The problems that you're helping them solve.
The problems that I actually help these entrepreneurs solve is those that don't have an actual platform to showcase their talents, their knowledge, their skill, experience, and expertise. So they don't have an identified audience, or they have an audience, but they want to expand their audience. And that is the quickest and easiest way that I have found to expand audiences for entrepreneurs. So by creating the virtual conferences, it gives them not only the platform, but also a variety of audiences that they can actually showcase their talents, knowledge, skill, experience, and expertise to in a very short, quick, clear, concise manner.
Perfect. So then transformation. So they have that pain point. Now we want to kind of document where they're going to end up after they use your services. And here's what's fun. Now
Okay.
I teach the create method.
Okay.
One of the big philosophies in the create method, for those who haven't seen that video,
Wow.
is one of the key things that we teach at 1000X is that when you're trying to help a customer, you have to understand their pain point. So we just defined their pain point, their hell, if you will. And
Absolutely.
now we want to create using the Ramona Rogers method, take them through the Royal Incubators and take them through that methodology, which is the bridge to heaven. So when the last
Very good
exercise
word.
I did an emotional journey for a customer. So go watch that video, folks. And it
Okay.
tells you how you define your perfect customer in detail so that you can understand their pain. And then you can describe your service as a method to get to heaven. So now we're going to talk about the transformation when they get to the other side.
The interesting thing about the transformation that what I do provides, or what I create provides to a variety of customers or avatars on a variety of levels, is And just as an example, I have NFL players, for example, who have played in the NFL for over 20 years, and now they have become an entrepreneur. Well, as we all know, their audience was those people who would pay hundreds of dollars to go and watch them play. Well, now that they're an entrepreneur, it's almost essentially as if they're starting from scratch. And those customers who used to watch them in uniform on the field are no longer interested in whatever product and service they're selling. So now they are out in the world of social media that they're just learning and getting comfortable with. And now by connecting with a platform such as mine, they now get exposed to my audience members, and they do have some followers. So their followers also join in to hear them speak about their product and their service that they are now creating as an entrepreneur, and vice versa. So it's a win-win essentially, as a part of the transformation that they get when they get on the other side is now they walk away with so many more people. All they do is show up and they speak for 30, maybe even 20 minutes in some cases to 45 minutes. And now there are so many more people in just that short 20 to 45 minutes that will now hear about their business, get their call to action, learn more about their product and their service, and will reach out to them almost instantaneously, as well as if they really do it well and they have a free offer, now they're building a customer database that they can now access easily by either by email or if they have a text platform and things of that nature. So they are essentially building a customer database with the least amount of effort, and that is their transformation. And that's what essentially the building phase is cutting off that excessive amount of time that it would take them doing it all on their own. So that is the transformation that I provide when they get to the other side.
Love it. Thank you very much. I'm going to make sure this recording is definitely kept. From a big dream point of view, I think what we'll do is we're going to go through these a little bit quicker just so we get to the end. We are going to have an Ask Ramona app, and we're going to have a whole series lessons that you're going to be able to sign up for in the AI workstation platform. And so everybody will get all of the recordings and everybody will get all these lessons.
No worries at all.
So from an entrepreneurial point of view, just kind of describe, for me, as I say all the time, my thing is I love technology that helps people. And I'm bringing that to AI, bringing that to small and medium sized businesses. So that's my big dream description. So from your point of view, this is more about the philosophy of you. So I'm gonna hit the button.
So my big dream for my business and helping entrepreneurs at all different levels, there is this specific saying that really sums my big dream up, and that is your net worth is your net worth. And when you can build, however way you choose to do so, a solid network, you will organically, by default, see your net worth grow exponentially in some cases, cutting the learning curve, taking away the time factor that it really takes for you to do it alone because we're much stronger together. And in this new genre and era that we're in with AI technology and everything else, if you can do anything easier, better, and faster, that is essentially what my big dream and transformation will help all of these entrepreneurs do.
Perfect. Love it. Absolutely love it. And let's do just 3 bullets, challenges that your customers come to you for to solve.
Absolutely. And considering that I have 2 business degrees and business is my essential, the 3 areas of business would be my biggest 3 areas that I help people with, my pain points. And that is the launch, build, and scale phase of business. So typically people who come to me, they ask, how do I launch a business? I want to start a business. How do I launch it? I give them the blueprint. the code on how to launch their business, the steps and the plan. And then that after you launch anything, you want to build it, right? You don't want to ever stay at either of these three levels. So from one level comes the next, which is building. And that's another big question. Okay, I've launched this business. I'm seeing some progress. I'm getting some customers, some leads. How do I build it? How do I start really seeing the fruit of my labor? A steady flow of it anyway. And then, of course, the last phase is scale. How do I scale it? I've launched it, I've built it, I'm seeing some progress. How do I now scale it to the point where I can walk away from my 9 to 5 or to the point where I can replace my salary that I was making at one point in my 9 to 5? So those are the three areas, bullet point areas that I would say that most people come to me for. And those are the three main questions that I get.
Perfect. Launch,
Build
build.
and scale.
All right. Perfect. All right. So then expected outcomes, again, same thing. We're going to do 3 bullet points on the 3 outcomes that they're going to get. You actually did touch on all of that here, but we'll just make it 3 short
Sure.
bullets for this.
The three outcomes that people will generally get instantaneously almost, because I am a transformational coach as well. And it is a results oriented business. So they're going to get results. And the results that they're going to get is they're going to instantly see their network starting to grow, meaning they're going to see engagement. If they didn't have engagement before, they're going to have more engagement now. And if they weren't getting a lot of leads, they're going to start seeing an increase in leads now. They are also going to now have a direction. They're going to know exactly where, instead of circling in the same spot, wasting time doing a lot of the wrong activities, they are now going to have clarity. They're going to know exactly which activities to do each and every day. I call them IPAs, and those are income producing activities. So, what income producing activities should I do each and every day to help move that needle a little bit closer to my goals? And they're going to walk away with those income producing activities.
Perfect. Love it. And let's see, time to results. So this is, wait a minute, let me summarize it here too. So they're going to get network
Mhm.
engagement, they're going to get clarity,
Mhm.
and they're going to get
A blueprint or a plan of action that's going to give them direction or direction, essentially. Blueprint.
perfect. Make sure those are the first 3 things the AI sees. And then time to results, roughly, again, nobody's going to hold you to it, even though we're recording you now. Now, just in general, how long does it take for a new entrepreneur? I know you said instantaneously, so you just kind of categorize it.
Absolutely. How quickly you see results will be how well you work the plan of action, right? Because failing to plan is like planning to fail. And what we are doing is we're planning to win and we're planning to grow and we're planning to thrive. So that plan of action that gives you clarity, the IPAs, the income producing activities, you should start seeing results within 7 to 10 days, a difference from the results that you were getting when you were doing things your way, when you were doing the things that you thought you were supposed to be doing that weren't getting you the results. As soon as you shift and you work the plan, meaning if the plan is to do these activities 2 to 3 hours a day, and you do them 2 to 3 hours a day or more, then I can definitely guarantee that you will start seeing an increase in whatever areas that you are wanting and needing to see those increases in within 7 to 10 days, and typically sooner once you get into that flow and you become consistent, because consistency is really truly what builds confidence for one, and then what builds your results for two. So consistency is key.
Perfect. Love it. Thank you very much. 7 to 10 is, and then we'll leave the rest. All right. Perfect. Love it. And then, so one of the sales philosophies that you should always have if you are starting a business, building a sales funnel, making an offer in a webinar, is you should give some way for people to know how much risk there is. And by giving a guarantee or an offer that says something like, hey, money back guarantee or satisfaction guaranteed, or we'll work with you until you're happy.
Absolutely. My philosophy when it comes to sales is selling is serving, essentially. And the way that I serve my clients and what my brand promise is that if by 90 days in, and you have worked with me, you've shown up on a regular basis, you're doing the work, meaning there's accountability. And I can physically see that you're doing the work and you're showing up at all of the calls, coaching calls, and things of that nature. And you're asking the questions, you're getting the answers, and you're implementing. Then within 90 days, if you have not seen an improvement, an increase, if you have not seen exactly what it is that was at one point your pain point, then I will continue to work with you until you do. And to this date, if someone is truly doing the work, I have not seen where they could not get the result or an improvement in the results that they were seeking.
Perfect. Love it. So again, everybody who's listening, Ramona is obviously a pro. And for most of you, this process will not be this fast. But think about it a little bit. You're going to go, what does he mean by SP or market differentiation? I don't understand what that is. So what you can do is literally take this text and feed it into the AI sales coach that's right here. So what pro tip, if you're using the platform, just right click on it and say duplicate if you're using Chrome. Safari is also very similar to this. And what you want to do is take the text that you're trying to understand and feed it into the AI sales coach and say, what is market differentiation? I have no idea what that is, right? So you can come down here and you can start a new chat and you say, what is market differentiation? I bet I can't spell it. Differentiation or USP, right, is another word for it. And so speaking of AI tools, I use Grammarly. I'm on a Mac, so I have Apple spell checking me. So I have multiple tools telling me how to spell differentiation.
Love it. Love it.
These are all very important AI tools for
Love
Danny.
it.
It's funny because I'll let it go while I talk. The younger people don't know what a dictionary is. It's
Yeah. That's so true.
we have to go look up how do you spell a thesaurus? What's a thesaurus?
Exactly.
Go look up how to spell differentiation and what is it. So,
Exactly.
as I said, the Ask Ramona app, the AI sales coach, they're all going to be trained up on sales and marketing and business branding and business coaching. And so you'll be able to ask it in the platform. You as a new entrepreneur, you don't know, you're 22 years old, you don't know what USP is or what differentiation is. So that now you can go back to the big idea, a big dream generator, and put this in as, okay, now I understand. This is what makes my business philosophy
Exactly.
unique and different than the competition. So now we'll
Absolutely.
go back and answer the question. So go ahead. I'm going to click the button here.
Okay. And my specific market differentiation is what differentiates me and my solutions is the 25 plus years of experience and all of the other greats that I have had the fortunate privilege and experience of being trained under when I was a regional manager. And I literally worked with franchisees and built their businesses and generated $96 million dollars for them within a 2-year period, building their businesses from the ground up using those same simple 3 areas that I mentioned a little bit earlier, which was the launch, build, and the scale phases. So just like Burger King, McDonald's, and all of your other, and you name it, Wendy's, they all sell fast food, but they each have their own unique spin and twist on their burger or on their chicken sandwich or whatever their specialty is. And each and every one of you too are unique in your own special way. So I urge each and every one of you to find what differentiates you from everyone else and hone in on whatever that uniqueness is that you possess and you build on it and you highlight it. And that is what will make you stand out from all of the other noise in the market. Because we each, yes, the market may be saturated, but the market doesn't have a you. So bring your own unique selling proposition. And that is what people buy. People do not buy products, people buy you. So, how do you differentiate in this market full of noise? What makes you unique? And I guarantee you that there is an entire group of people out there that's looking for exactly what makes you unique, and they will be attracted to you and you will attract them as well.
Wonderful. Yeah. By the way, so when I launched the Ask Ramona app on the AI workstation, I know everybody is going to sign up for that app. I just know everybody will because you're getting all these gems, and when someone says, I helped, corporations make $96 million, that you want to listen to that person. So, all right. So we have, let's see, personal transformation. And the thing I want everyone to understand, you're a new person setting up a new business. You don't know all of this. That is fine. All I need you to fill in these fields are what you know today. It's going to change tomorrow. So don't worry about it. Just put the best that you can do in
True.
here to describe your business, your idea. What's your dream, right? Put it on paper because that's how you make it real. So personal transformation, what three transformations will the audience undergo? Again, this is literally to me the same question as I might actually edit this and take this one out. But I
Okay.
think what they're trying to say here, what I was trying to get at here, because I have this philosophy on different things of business. And just like you just said, people buy from people. So when you're describing your product and service, the more personal you can make them feel about the decision, the more successful you're going to be. When I did the other exercise, I had that actual personal journal on their worst day and on their best day. So this is about the personal transformation. How are they going to feel? Not so much the technical part, which you just talked about. It is more of how are they going to feel after they go through the Ramona Rogers or the Royal Incubator. So I'm going to click the button and just talk about their personal feelings.
Absolutely. So, three things that I would love for people to feel once they go through my personal transformation, and these are essentially the three things that they actually get, is a sense of confidence, self-assuredness that I now know who I am in my business. I now know who it is that I serve, and I now know exactly what it is that they need. And that is exactly what is so difficult in the very beginning of starting anything. It's identifying those things. And by not knowing them, it impacts your confidence. So again, people don't buy your products and services, they buy you. So when you show up more confident and when you speak about what it is that you are selling as a service or a product, people will buy your confidence. In other words, is what we mean by people buy you. And then that's the first C. The second C is clarity. People will notice when you are not clear. And when you have clarity, when you are clear, of your direction, of your goals, of exactly what steps to take to get to them and achieve them, then you also operate with much more of a self assuredness that people can also sense and feel. You feel much better getting up every morning and showing up and working on your business because now you have clarity. You know exactly what to say. You know exactly what answers to provide to your clients, to your customers. And when your business slows down or you're in the middle of a lull, you know exactly what activities you should ramp up and do a little bit more of versus spinning your wheels, doing a lot of the wrong things. Now you have clarity and you know exactly which uh, of the right things and more of the right things to do. That's going to, again, help you move that needle. And then the last one is that sense of connection. When you show up, regardless of whether it's in a virtual conference, regardless of whether it's live on social media, regardless of where it is that you show up, even on a call, with a lead of a customer that might have reached out to you on the back channels of Facebook, LinkedIn. Instagram, when they reach out to you with that question, what is it that you do? Or I want to know more about that service or that product. Or I heard you speaking in a virtual event last week or yesterday, and I like what I heard and I want more information. Now, rather than having a little bit of insecurity, you show up and you don't hesitate to jump on a call rather than procrastinating, because that typically happens when you don't feel like you know how to connect with your clients, right? Or when you don't have confidence, you tend to find all of these other busy things to do rather than to jump on that call. So, connection. You're going to be able to connect much quicker, much easier, and it's just going to feel seamless as if you're having a conversation with this customer. And by the end of that conversation, that customer's answers have been given to all of their questions. You have eradicated any rebuttal that they might be able to have that they might have, and they are now with credit card in hand, ready to buy.
Love it. So, Ramona, this is Ramona and Danny show. This is now the Ramona show. Authority and trust. So we'll make this one quick too. Authority and trust. Just you just mentioned it earlier. I don't want to go up there and try to copy paste it. To just talk a little bit about
Okay.
why people should use your service. So everybody that's on the call, everybody knows things that they've learned over years that are not necessarily in a book, or they've accomplished something where Annette has a t-shirt business. She's been producing t-shirts for her family reunion for the last 5 years. And if she hasn't actually made the t-shirts, she's designed them. So she has experience. So when Annette starts her own business in the t-shirt world, it's because she's done this for large groups. Joel was talking about his family reunion, about 500 people. I think he's got us beat because mine that I did with Annette is my wife's sister,
Okay.
and Lynette is her sister. And so last week, Annette helped me out. And the thing about it is we had 250 to 300 people, I can't remember, on our family reunion. Joel had 500 people. If you're designing a t-shirt for 500 people, it is not easy. It's just not easy. So that expertise of doing that over and over, that's your authority and trust. You may not have reviews on your website. Don't worry
Right.
about it. Put what you know, what you have done, what you've
Absolutely.
accomplished specifically around your product or service. All right, Ramona, go ahead and fill in that one.
Absolutely. The authority and trust. There are three main things that customers need in order for you to build the authority as well as the trust. And when I say three, the other is no. They want to know who you are and why should I buy from that person? What is it that they know that I don't about whatever the particular product or service is? So the know, like, and trust factor is why you show up every day and why you don't want to hide your product and your service and why you want to build that confidence, get clarity, and learn what it is that you need to do to connect as soon as possible. Because the quicker you can do those three C's, the quicker you will build the know, like, and trust factor shows them or you show up as the authority in their mind, in their mind. So what is it when I show up that I should be speaking about to build that know, like, and trust factor by default, giving me the authority in that particular topic? T-shirts, social media marketing, sales, doesn't really matter what it is. Doing events, managing, entrepreneurship, doesn't matter what it is. Whatever it is, make sure that you are educating yourself on your product and your service. Make sure that you are showing up wherever your customers are, because some people, they know who their avatar is, but where do your avatar live? Do they live on Facebook? Do they live on LinkedIn? You may be spending too much time on a platform where 90% of your ideal customer avatar could be spending more of their time over on LinkedIn or on IG. But if you're spending 90% of your time on Facebook and you're not really seeing a lot of engagement, that very well may be your issue. So you're wondering, why am I not showing up as the authority? And why Is it that they don't really trust me, or I haven't been able to build a solid connection of trust with my clients? And it's because you're speaking to the wrong people.
Mm.
You're not speaking to your ideal customer avatar. So not only should you know who they are, but you should also know where they live so that when you are speaking to their pain point and you are speaking the language that's going to help them connect with you and build the know, like, and trust factor. Therefore, giving you the authority.
Love it. Absolutely. All right. So let's do this. We'll add, this is the authority and trust. Perfect. And then this one, I forgot to put in confidence, clarity, and
Building connection,
perfect.
connection.
Perfect. All right. So again, what we're doing is you have to remember when you speak to the AI, it's taking in this information. And so you want to be very exact with it. Make sure
Ah,
the more information you give it is great, but you
okay.
also want to make sure that you get your key points because it's going to create
Gotcha.
these 3 bullets. And then we're going to take these and we're going to build it into your website. This is literally you're building the content for your website or your
Okay.
marketing, and so that's what the business brief will do for you. Again,
Awesome.
going from this AI is trained on the 8 point story arc. It's trained
Okay.
on 6 point marketing, sales. Da, da, da. So it's
Okay.
trained on all these philosophies of sales and marketing. So what we want to do is make sure we cover every little piece. The last question is why current solutions fail, or in your case, it might be why, someone just, trying to get a Facebook ad out there, doesn't work, right?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
so I get it all the time. I spend $1,000 on Facebook ads, or I spend $500
Right.
on Google. I got nothing, so
Right.
you just want to touch on that and then we'll be done.
Absolutely. One of the main reasons that those things that people invest in and try don't work, meaning that they fail. For one, failure is simply feedback. And even when you look at entrepreneurship, that is why over 90% of entrepreneurs fail at becoming an entrepreneur. It's because they give up way too soon. There are two main things that needs to happen whenever you are implementing anything brand new or anything that you know very little about. For one, you need to do your due diligence and your homework and your research and not just choose and pick the first thing that you see. If ads is trending right and I go out and I just say, okay, I'm going to run an ad on my own. And yes, entrepreneurship, especially entrepreneurship, you are. It is a very lonely journey, and you are typically, it's on you to get you and your business where you want to go, right? You're not a part of a corporation, you are the corporation. So, just like when working with a corporation, there's SOPs, standard operating procedures, and things of that nature. There's a human resource department in the whole 9 yards. So, you now have to wear all of those different hats. And that is exactly what I have you seen proven results from this person or from this particular product or whatever it is that you are choosing to use. And if you haven't, then where are the results? Is the next question that you want to ask yourself. And then once you start to and choose to implement whatever it is for you that you want to test and try, always come from an open mind of I'm going to test. This is a test because just like anything else, when you test it, there's going to it's going to give you feedback. There's going to be a result. Is that the result that you were looking for or seeking? And if not, then what do? I need to either transition because remember, failure is just feedback. What is the feedback that I received? Now what do I do with the feedback? I transition or I pivot into a different direction, not necessarily dropping the particular idea, whether it be ads or whatever it is. You want to try two different ways and see which and run both of them and see which one works. Well, the same exact thing will happen when you're failing at something or you're testing something or you're trying something. It may not work the first time, the second time, or the third time. There may be something that you need to tweak or pivot or change or transition in another direction. So failure is simply feedback. Failure is not fatal and nor is it final.
I love it. So we have the three C's, we have the F's, the failure is feedback. These are all really, really important philosophies. And so you can hear this in the tone and the lessons that you're hearing. As I said, this is a mastermind. When you speak to an AI tool like this and you get all of this on paper, there's no judgment from the AI. It is a great tool to run these types of exercises with. And what's great about it in the platform is you can run it as many times as you want. As you see that it'll give you an example. So for example, one of the things I know, we might see here is we have to consolidate and clean up some of the responses that we put in. I wanted to put it in just to see what it will do. But
Absolutely.
as a general thing, one of the great things about this is this video will be transcribed. All of this knowledge will be available for you to review at your own pace. So thanks a lot, Ramona.
You're
And
quite
we'll
welcome.
definitely launch the Ask Ramona app. We'll make sure that this whole video is here so
Awesome.
that everybody can kind of understand. So this is the big dream, putting it on paper, right? So it's
Awesome.
your core things, get your target audience, your core problem. And what's good for this for newbies is you don't know any of this. You don't know what this stuff means, right? So the AI is helping you define it.
Awesome.
Pick your big dream. What's the three problems that it helps you solve? Launching a business, building an audience, scaling your operations. Three key
Amazing.
outcomes. It's clearly defined. You could take
Absolutely.
this, feed it back into AI and say, all right, help me build a business plan. Right.
Exactly.
So this is the beauty of AI. And this is the thing that makes me smile and makes me happy.
Okay.
Because it takes your thoughts and it consolidates it. And it actually did a really good job.
I'm sitting here scanning through it and I'm loving what I'm seeing. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's really good. So potential names, the AI jumped ahead a little bit.
Okay.
That, and it started giving you possible names for your business. So again, if there's a whole exercise we go through to find the perfect name, but this
Awesome.
is just it taking a first stab at it. When we
Okay.
did the Nets the other day, she had a name, which again, I can't remember. It's a biblical name, which
Oh,
is a great
wow.
name for her business. Philosophy, I always tell all my customers, you can name your corporation anything you want, but your business name needs to be something people can remember.
Exactly.
So we ran some thoughts through the AI after we did the interview process, and we came back with graceful threads because she's a teacher.
Oh, I love that.
And the biblical part of
Oh,
her
that's beautiful.
philosophy is she's a very spiritual person, and she wanted
Yeah.
to bring God into her business
Oh,
and make it
awesome.
part of her business. So she came up with graceful threads, and that is a fantastic name.
Oh,
They
yeah,
came
it
up
is.
with a logo for her.
Oh, wow.
So we're a little bit over time. So I will ask you to be patient. Whoever stays on the call, I really, really appreciate it. And we'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for our central, and we'll be continuing taking this business brief, for example, or any business brief that we have, and walking through some practical processes, start working on website. And you can take, this is just the beginning, right? So you have your central messages and vision, time frame and purpose. You have your revenue generation ideas.
Oh,
How
my
you can
goodness.
help people do that. So all of this is created in one document. Now you can
Oh,
feed
my
this document into your other AI pieces and tools and generate
God.
a lot. So we'll take all of this, for example, and we'll
Awesome.
feed it into something like our content creator, where we're going to
Okay.
create hero image, which
Oh,
is
I would love to see that.
the image that's at the top of it. And so
I would love
we'll do this exercise tomorrow, and we'll continue building out the website. So again, if you can't make it, don't worry. We'll have
Oh, I
a,
can make it. I'm good. I'm good. At one well, after afternoon, I'm good.
yeah,
So you
okay.
did say 1 o'clock. You did say 1.
Yeah, 1 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm good in the afternoon.
Got
Afternoon
it.
should be
And
better for me
so
than the morning.
these are all of so you can just register here. I'll
Mhm.
put this in the chat for everybody. As soon as I find my chat, where is my chat? There it is. Hosts and panelists. No, we're going to put it for everybody. Here we go.
Oh, this is the lunch and learn link for
Tomorrow. The reason why there's a separate link is philosophically, I wanted to make sure that, I had one link for each time zone. That way people can
Oh, that's right.
add it to their calendar.
Right.
Zoom
Exactly.
works is if you try to do 3 time zones, it'll
Right.
crazy. So there are 3 links. So
Okay.
that's the one for Wednesday, and let me grab the one for Thursday, so
Okay.
you don't have to go looking for it, but it is always in the platform. So all of these lessons that
Oh,
are getting
amazing.
recorded will be available for everybody on the platform, and this
Exactly.
is a community that we're building here. Everybody that's here now, this is a relatively new platform, maybe what, a year old now.
Oh,
So
wow.
everybody is brand new in some sense or the other. And matter of fact, I'm going to do
Exactly.
another intro webinar at 7 p.m. tonight. And we're also going to be at the Atlanta Black Expo. You're going to see a lot more advertisements in that space for everybody to kind of jump in and come by and see us. And so I'll be advertising that as well.
Amazing.
And so I'm speaking at a church March 1st. So tons and tons of things are coming. So everybody, I want you to have a fantastic day. And if you can join the Lunch and Learn tomorrow, I'll show you how I edit this video as well. So you're going to have a lot of fun things to see.
Awesome.
Everybody, thanks. Have a great afternoon.